Welcome back to a brand new video, and today we're going to be doing the Washington Wizards off-season predictions. This team season came to an end when they lost to the Toronto Raptors in 6 games, which they did all right, but there's some serious changes that are going to have to be made to this Wizards team. Their bench got a little bit better, but something definitely needs to change for this Washington Wizards team. Basically, John Wall went on a press conference and basically straight up called out I forgot how you say it. Ian Mahimini, I can never say his name right, and Marcin Gortat for being too old. Basically, that's what he said. He went out and said that, like, really straight up. Basically, said they were too old. Like, he's like, they try their best, but the age gets them, or something like that. It was kind of funny to hear, but nonetheless, the Wizards do need to change their team like crazy. So I'm not sure what we're gonna do today, but I do have a few things in mind. I'm just trying to make sure that it all makes sense. But one guy in particular is going to be on this team by the end of the video. I will not be spoiling it yet, but let's go ahead and go through the offseason. Let's make this work. So the Wizards definitely need to make some improvements to their team. John Wall and Bradley Beal, I think, are a great backcourt, and they should definitely stay together. I don't think you trade either of them, but something definitely needs to change as far as everything else goes. The Wizards had a 12th pick, but I think they have the 15th pick in real life, so I'm going to go ahead and get that from the Hornets. So let me go grab that, and they should accept it. So we have the 15th pick in real life, and why did they disagree? I don't know. I actually don't know why they disagreed, because they literally were trading up. I don't know. Anyway, so we got the 15th pick, and the Hornets got the 12th pick. And now, so on draft day, here's a few scenarios I see happening for the Washington Wizards. Scott Brooks probably will stay the head coach, which is fine. But on the NBA draft day, they could either make a pick here at the 15th spot, which is fine. That's nothing against that. But I think they should definitely use the 15th pick to their advantage to get some cap space out of here. And, you know, I do see an early trade happening maybe with Boogie Cousins, but that's something that's going to happen later in the video, which I can see it happening on draft day, but I'm going to wait for free agency. But we're going to attach Mahimi with the 15th pick and see if we can get rid of him, basically. So the 15th pick and Ian Mahimi, someone's gonna have to take him on. I'm not sure who's gonna take him on quite yet, but someone is. I don't know where we're gonna take him yet, so let's see. I mean, maybe someone's gonna, like, a young team would really have to be interested. Someone getting a draft pick has to be very interested. And you know what makes some sense is the Nets. All right, so they can take on Ian. So let's see if they'll take this on. So basically, all I'm gonna ask for you is, I mean, DeMar Carroll wouldn't be a bad addition to this team. Jeremy Lin is fine too. Spencer Dinwiddie, do not trade him. Brooklyn, that is a good player for you guys. Isaiah Whitehead, oh, that would be great if he would just accept his option. He has a 2-year team option. Joe Harris, no. Jarrett Allen, that doesn't make a lot of sense for the Nets to get rid of him, because he's not bad. He's definitely not bad. Jeremy Lin, do you take on DeMar Carroll? I don't. All right, Caris LeVert, no. Okay, so maybe I should wait. Maybe, no, I definitely need to make this move now. All right, so the 15th pick, and like I said, Ian, the Nets would contribute, or would make sense, because they're going to be trading in and getting a 15th pick, which is right outside the lottery. So they'd be basically getting a lottery pick, which is what they haven't had for a very long time. But let's see if we can find another poor sap to take on this guy. So the Mavericks could benefit basically by getting into the draft. So let's go ahead and see if they can take him on. If I ask for Finney Smith, no. What about this guy? And no. What about Kleber? No. Dwight Powell, I mean. JJ Barea, I mean, would they do something like this? Basically, this is a salary dump. I'm not sure they would be interested in this. I don't think it makes a lot of sense for the Mavericks to trade JJ Barea. I would just rather take on someone else. Is there anyone else? I mean, Wesley Matthews, I'm sure they would love to get rid of that, but I don't think the Nets or the Wizards should want that. Maxi Kleber, he's got a team option, and Finney Smith. So these guys all got options. So I guess let's see if the Mavericks would be okay with taking this. And they agree. So we get JJ Barea, I guess, which is what the Wizards could do is trade for him, and then they could waive him if they wanted to, which I do expect that the Wizards wouldn't be very interested in keeping him. So I'm going to go ahead and waive him. And then we're going to go ahead and just continue on through the offseason. So we just got rid of Ian's contract. We don't have a draft pick anymore. So we're not really worried about the NBA draft. We got rid of the draft pick. And we draft Emmanuel Cott in the second round, which I'll go ahead and sign him. Why not? Player options, Jody Meeks accepts, and Jason Smith accepts. And then you go through the offseason, and there is one player in particular available, and his name is Boogie Cousins. DeMarcus Cousins. I absolutely predict something with DeMarcus Cousins can happen this year. And it's not going to happen by just the Wizards go out and sign DeMarcus Cousins. Unless if they really found a way to trade Marcin Gortat and Otto Porter, which is what they're going to have to do in order to afford this man. So basically what's going to happen is I should have done this actually. We're not going to be able to do anything in free agency. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see what's going on though first. So we got, let's see what we got. So let's get the bench players first at least. So we got John Wall, Thomas Satoransky still. Bradley Beal, of course. We got Jody Meeks still, who's going to be the backup shooting guard. Otto Porter, Kelly Oubre. And then Markieff Morris, Marcin Gortat, and Jason Smith. And we don't have a lot of cap space. So who is our free agents? Mike Scott, Ty Lawson, who actually had a great season, or who had a great playoffs for the Washington Wizards. Tim Frazier is a free agent. So I'm going to go ahead and re-sign both those guys if we can. So Mike Scott, he definitely played great in the playoffs for the Wizards as well. So I'm going to go ahead. I can actually not afford this man, so I'm not going to be able to afford him. Maybe if I renounce some more rights, other than Tim Frazier, let me renounce all those guys, and let me see if I can afford him now. Maybe I can. Let's see. Mike Scott, come to the team. Let's see if we can get him. But are you guys going to be watching the Celtics and 76ers tonight? That is when I'm recording this. The Celtics and 76ers play tonight, which I fully expect the 76ers to win, but I also expected the Bucks to win the last year, so I guess you really never know in today's NBA. So who else we got? Where is Ty Lawson? I fully expect the Wizards to bring back Ty Lawson. I mean, why not? He played good for you in the playoffs. He can be a nice backup point guard. Who else is left? So let's go get Ty Lawson. He agrees. And could we possibly renounce Mike Scott? And then maybe, let's see, maybe we can get him now? I doubt it. Is he gone now? Yeah, it looks like he's gone. All right, so Mike Scott is gone now. So maybe he moves on. Maybe you get Jonas Jerebko or something like that. And then that's what you got in free agency. You can't really do much, but this is where your big acquisition is coming. Hopefully DeMarcus Cousins is back on the Pelicans, because this is going to make a lot of sense for both sides. Yes, so DeMarcus Cousins is going to sign a max deal with the Pelicans. So right now, there's a report that the Pelicans are not wanting to give DeMarcus Cousins a max deal. But if they were getting rid of something as well when they trade DeMarcus Cousins, so this is what's going to happen. We're going to be giving them Otto Porter, Marcin Gortat, and our next year's first-round pick, unprotected, to the Pelicans for Boogie Cousins. I think that a trade like this could actually make a ton of sense. And the Wizards actually, can they not do it? The Pelicans, all right. So the Pelicans are going to have to give us some salary in return. And I think a player they would want to get rid of is Solomon Hill. I think this is a benefit for the Pelicans as well. They get rid of Solomon Hill's contract, and they get Otto Porter, and Marcin Gortat is on a one-year deal. Maybe you throw in some more throw in another second rounder there. So something like this is going to make sense, because they can still play Anthony Davis at the 5, and Otto Porter is going to step in at the 3 next to Rondo and Drew Holiday, and they get Gortat off the bench. So we're going to go ahead and make this trade happen. They declined, but we're going to force it to go through. I think something like that is a very big possibility, and DeMarcus Cousins could be playing with John Wall next year. So this is what the team is looking like now. So now we have our starting 5 right here. So Otto Porter is going, or Kelly Oubre is going to step up in the small forward position, and then you got Satoransky still being the backup point guard. Jonas Jerebko, Ty Lawson could be that backup 2 guard. They could split whatever they want to do. Satoransky could be the backup shooting guard. He shoots at a -3 clip. So let's go ahead and move him to shooting guard. He becomes an 80 overall. And then Ty Lawson's going to be the ball dominant, and Solomon Hill is going to have to come off the bench for you. And yeah, so you're going to have to take on Solomon Hill, unfortunately, if you really did want to. So now that is something the Wizards could do this offseason. Now, will it happen? I'm not sure, but I think the Wizards are definitely in the running for DeMarcus Cousins this offseason. They will have to trade Otto Porter if they're going to do it, but let me know down in the comment section below. If you're a Wizards fan, are you willing to get rid of Otto Porter for DeMarcus Cousins. Yes, DeMarcus Cousins is coming off a serious injury, an Achilles injury, but would you be all right with taking a chance on DeMarcus Cousins? Honestly, if I'm a Wizards fan, I'm absolutely going to do something like that. I would be so okay with taking on DeMarcus Cousins. I mean, what do you have to lose? You partner him up with John Wall, which has been talked about forever. And then Bradley Beal is still a nice young 25-year-old. He's been playing great. Satoransky is still a nice backup guard for you. And then Ty Lawson actually goes down, Emmanuel Cott. So let's go ahead and see what this bench is going to be looking like when we get to the training camps, because it might be a terrible bench. The Wizards have always kind of had a terrible bench in recent past, so it's been a mess for them basically. So let's go ahead and throw untapped potential at Emmanuel Cott, and let's throw one at Kelly Oubre as well, because we need him to step up big time this year, starting at that 3 spot. And let's see what the team is looking like now. So this is what the rotation is going to look like. John Wall, Bradley Beal, Kelly Oubre, Markieff Morris, and DeMarcus Cousins. Satoransky is getting the backup 2 guard. Jonas Jerebko, Shelvin Mack, and Solomon Hill, and Ty Lawson. So that is basically how it's looking right now. But we're going to go ahead and run a 9-man rotation, and then throw Shelvin Mack out of there and give Ty Lawson the minutes, because we don't need Shelvin Mack getting minutes. And then Solomon Hill is going to unfortunately get minutes for you guys. Or you could have Emmanuel Cott get the minutes, but I'm just going to have Solomon Hill take the minutes right now. So this is what it's looking like basically. And it's not a bad team. I think this team is going to do good. And I really think that this could benefit the Washington Wizards big time. So let's go ahead, simulate to the end of the season. I might stop at the trade deadline to see, because the Wizards could easily try to add some bench pieces. What could they trade at the trade deadline? I mean, they could trade Oubre. I wouldn't do that though, since he's going to be starting for you. Does Oubre is on a 1-year deal, so maybe you consider it, because maybe you don't want to pay him that much, but I'm not sure what they would do with Oubre. So I'm going to go ahead and just simulate through the season, maybe stop the NBA trade deadline, but if I don't, it's because I just let the team go through. So I'll see you guys then. At the end of the season, Russell Westbrook is your MVP. Michael Porter Jr. wins Rookie of the Year. Nikola Mirotic wins 6th Man of the Year. I wonder who's... Oh, I guess Anthony Davis is probably starting. Hassan Whiteside Defensive Player of the Year. Thomas Satoransky actually wins Most Improved, coming off the bench with 9 points and 5 assists. So that is cool to see. And then what do we got on the All-NBA team? So we got DeMarcus Cousins on the All-NBA second team. And that's about... Oh, and John Wall on the All-NBA third team as well. All-defensive team, no one and no one. All right, so let's go ahead. Oh, wait, did I see... No, I did not. All right. Now we are in the playoffs. We're the 7th seed in the Eastern Conference, facing LeBron James. I think that 2K gave us a little bit of a bad simulation, but I'll take it nonetheless. I mean, I think it could have been better. It almost didn't even have us making the playoffs. Like, there was times when we weren't even a playoff team, but I think that's a little bit too harsh for the Wizards. But we are up 1-0 on the Cleveland Cavaliers. They do even it up. 2-1 on them. 2-2. It is evened up. And the King is probably going to prevail in this series, unfortunately. So let's just go ahead and see if we can force a Game 7. I'm sure we can, but who knows with 2K? You just never freaking know. And they almost came back, but Bradley Beal stays true. 28 points, 9 assists. Markieff Morris with 18. Game 7 in Quicken Loans Arena. Let's go ahead and see if we can dethrone LeBron James in the first round. If the Pacers can almost do it, we can do it. Right, John Wall? And no, we dropped 43 freaking points in the first quarter and still can't get it done. That's insane. Anyway, 22 points and 12 rebounds for DeMarcus Cousins. And yeah, LeBron James just had to be true in Game 7. He had to be good. Lance Stevenson on the Cavaliers. Can you imagine? I think LeBron would request a trade if the Cavaliers signed Lance Stevenson. I don't know if LeBron would be okay with that. Let me know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think LeBron would be okay with Lance Stevenson on the Cavaliers? I mean, there's a chance LeBron's not even back on the Cavaliers, but I mean, come on. And no question of the day either, guys. There was no questions in the last video, so if you guys want me to answer a question, make sure to leave it in the comment section below of this video, and I'll answer it in the very next video. But thank you guys so much for watching. We're so close to 1,700 subscribers. This is Crushables, and I'm saying peace.